kill me.
I'm the martial arts film freak, and I watched Mortal Kombat 2021.
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known. As Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat is a 2021 film starring Joe Taslim, Louis Tan, Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, Joe Taslim, Tadanobu Asano, Mashad Brooks, and a good fair few other people. Did I say Tadanobu Asano? Yeah. The film was directed by Simon McCoy, who is a first-time director who mostly, before this, was known for directing, like, a PlayStation commercial. And you know, about a year now, I've been sort of saying the same thing. I did a video a long time ago when they announced who was directing it and a couple people starring in it. And I made a point saying, why? Why a first-time director for something this kind of big? Why not take a director who has handled a similar topic, like a martial arts movie, and proven themselves, done something great, good, or at least decent? Someone like a Jesse V. Johnson, an Isaac Florentine, a Gareth Evans. Could you imagine if the guy who made The Raid was given Mortal Kombat, someone who has done such brutality and clean, crisp martial arts, and gave that person Mortal Kombat? And instead, we got Simon McCoy, a first-time director who, sure, maybe he's really good with like his costume design, his set design, his special effects, but he doesn't know what he's doing with the fight scenes. And you know, any first-time director, they should get a shot. Before Gareth Evans was anybody, he did Marantau, and Marantau was very good. But like, before you watch Marantau, you're like, who's Gareth Evans? Proven wrong with Marantau. So, you know, you should give him a chance. You should give Simon McCoy a shot. But I was always really worried. I stand here today, having watched the movie this morning, feeling infuriatingly vindicated. This movie is watchable. This movie is half decent. This movie is certainly Mortal Kombat, but a martial arts film for that it is not. Before we get to the action, let's talk about some of the story aspects, some of the technical aspects of the film, the acting, and what's not. Everybody in this movie is doing their good job. I love Louis Tan. Jessica McNamee was not my first choice for Sonya Blade. I would have picked somebody who can actually do the fight scenes, but she's good enough. I liked her a lot in Sirens. Josh Lawson, didn't really know him much before this. Dude made me laugh. Dude was a good Kano. He is the comic fodder of this movie, and he did a good job at that. Dude made me chuckle. Dude made me laugh quite a bit. Mashad Brooks didn't really get a lot to do, but yeah, he was good too. Would have preferred Michael J. White, but I can look past that. Mashad Brooks did a good job. Tadanobu Asano, Joe Taslim, Hiroyuki Sanada, all those guys, your Raiden, your Scorpion, your Sub-Zero, they are some of the highlights of this movie, specifically the Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is a very big part of this movie. Oh, how could I forget Ludi Lin and Max Huang, two of my very favorite people, especially Max Huang. If you have not seen Max Huang's short films on YouTube, you should watch them. There is a reason he is in this movie. Max Huang is an incredible martial artist, and he does have some of the better parts of the film. Now, while all the characters do their jobs, the writing does not do its part to service the characters. The story, the plot, the structure does not do its part. The writing, the story needs to move at such a pace to fill its runtime that it forces characters to make decisions on a whim that normally you would maybe have some dialogue there, have them think things through first, maybe even something that the character wouldn't decide on. Because it needs to fit the plot, and in doing so, you are having your story influence your characters instead of your characters influence your story. And what I have found, looking at who made this movie, it is not only a first-time director, it is also a first-time writer. The writer for this, there's about 4 writers actually, and the main one, the story by, it's a first-time guy. Now I don't know if he did some short stuff. I don't know if he did just a little bit of TV on IMDb. It's literally just this and some upcoming projects. So this is the first, and it makes sense that this is the first, and that feels like a bit of a problem. And granted, there's people who are experienced that write a lot of things that aren't very good. I can think of one guy in particular. But just, it didn't. This guy's writing did not work. I like the inclusion of an original character. That is completely fine by me. That is not hurting my feelings at all. Louis Tan is a delight. I will take Louis Tan anywhere I can get him. It would be cool if Louis Tan was like Johnny Cage. But you know what? If we're going to get Johnny Cage in the next movie, maybe that's where we bring in Scott Adkins. Make some real good shit there. Then again, we also got some real good people in this, and we didn't get some real good shit here. Let's go with that, and let's transition into the action of this movie. The action of this movie is quite mediocre, depressingly, and I wanted to like it. They released that first 7 minutes the other day before this movie even came out. I didn't watch it. No, I'm all hype built up, baby. I wanted to watch that thing in the movie. And it's fine, that first 7 minutes. It's nothing to write home about. Perhaps if you are not a martial arts film freak, if you are not a martial arts movie fan, and you do not just watch epic martial arts movies on the daily, then what you saw was incredible. But for me, no, I've seen way better shit, man. And I'm not saying everything's got to be The Raid. I'm not saying everything's got to be Legend of the Drunken Master. But if you're going to hype the first 7 minutes of your movie up like that, you got to bring some heavier sauce than that. I don't know why I just said sauce. I don't talk like that. I've never used that phrase once in my life. There are moments of very nice things. Moments of very nice things from your Hiroyuki Sanada, your Joe Taslim, your Louis Tan, your Ludi Lin, your Max Huang, all those guys who are actual martial artists. They all get a few seconds where the camera decides to chill the fuck out. The problem with this movie, one, the choreography really is nothing that special. It has its moments. As everything I'm going to say with this, really, it has its moments, the choreography. But something happened, I don't know what. There was no one crafting the fight scenes in this movie. And I say crafted as if it is an art form, because it is. There is no craft to the fight scenes in this, and I want to say there is. I want to say there's some real shiny bright spots in here, but god damn it, I didn't see them. It makes me feel bad, because I love so many people involved, and I want them to do amazing things. I want them to go on to be incredibly successful, and this just isn't it for me. But not only is the choreography just so bleh, it is also the editing. Just, you've got them there. You've got the people. Max Huang, Ludi Lin, Louis Tan, Joe Taslim, Hiroyuki Sanada, Tadanobu Asano, man. You got them there. Just film them. You don't need to edit shit. I mean, sure, you got somebody like Mashad Brooks or Sissy Stringer, I think her name is. I don't remember. Jessica McNamee. Sure, those people who don't have the fight background. But even then, take the time to get them trained. I've just talked about this in my last video. The Matrix. None of those people were martial artists. You gave them 3 months of wushu training and they're f***ing awesome. Give these people a few months of training. Don't just have them, I don't know, learn the choreography, if there was even any really strongly put together choreography. But I get it for them. Editing for them. Why not? But for your people who are there, who are trained, who are martial artists, who are extremely skilled, talented individuals, you don't need to edit that. They are the show. They are all of it. Get your angles. Get your wide shots. Stitch it together. There shouldn't even be that much stitching. And you've got it, man. There's even a moment that incredibly infuriated me, and it's just an example of something that happens frequently in this film. there's like a scene where Sonya Blade like jumps and does like a corkscrew. In this corkscrew, Lewis Tan throws her a knife. She catches the knife, she lands, she stabs. Cool idea. Cool little stunt. The camera cuts halfway through the stunt and just cuts immediately to her landing with the knife practically already in the dude. Show the stunt. If you had the stunt done, if you actually did it, that's cool. We want to see that stunt. I don't give a about your editing. God damn, I'm heated. There's a scene where Kano hawks a loogie. And the camera stays on Kano, hawking this loogie, holding up, getting all that spit built up in his throat. The camera stays on him for a good 10 to 15 seconds, it feels like. 10 to 15 seconds of someone building up spit in their mouth so they could spit it on the ground. The camera holds on a wide shot of a dude spitting longer than it ever holds on a wide shot of any sense of choreography. The only thing that this movie put exorbitant amounts of effort into was the costumes, set design, character design. That's about it. The movie said, here are your Mortal Kombat characters, here's a half-decent story, and here's some real shit fight scenes. And I'm real fucking angry about that. I'm upset. I'm depressed. This was supposed to be the start of something important, something huge for Mortal Kombat, for martial arts movies in Hollywood, and this ain't it. I hope Shang-Chi gets it. This is not an improvement upon the 90s movie. This, like, I hate talking about this. Every time someone's like, oh, the video game movie curse is gonna be broken. Video game curse, like that shit. Sonic was fine. We probably got some stuff a while ago that was okay. Like, let's stop talking about that. And let's just make a good movie, man. I don't hate this. I don't. I sound like I do because I'm extremely disappointed in the potential that it had, and it didn't reach that potential. I'm not saying I had extremely high hopes. I will go into any movie with my hopes low because I don't want them to be crushed. However, I have expectations when you show me guys like Lewis Tan, Joe Taslim, Tadanobu Asano, Hiroyuki Sanada, Ludi Lin, and Max Huang. You show me those guys. You put them in front of my face. You show me incredible martial artists, and you put the costumes of characters like those guys, like those characters on them. I'm building up some shit in my mind, like, holy goddamn, Max Huang is gonna throw some shit down. Lewis Tan is incredible. Joe Taslim's gonna destroy some people, and sure, Joe Taslim destroys some people. You don't really get to see much of it with that editing, but you don't show us that. You take these talented, extremely talented individuals, and you do nothing but chop it up. And it makes me so angry. If you are wanting a Mortal Kombat movie, this is probably what you want. If you are wanting a martial arts movie with thrilling, exciting, well-crafted fight scenes, this ain't it. It's Mortal Kombat, but it ain't well-crafted fight scenes. And don't come at me saying Mortal Kombat's all about them fatalities, because you're right. That's something this director definitely cared about. This director definitely cared about capturing those fatalities, capturing that brutality, that bloodshed. But have you seen the cutscenes in those Mortal Kombat games? Those Mortal Kombat cutscenes are well crafted. They are almost the definition of well crafted. They are the exact opposite of the fight scenes in this movie. And that is a damn shame. Somehow I am more likely to return to the 90s Mortal Kombat movie for good fight scenes than I am a movie starring Max Huang, Ludi Lin, Tadanobu Asano, Hiroyuki Sanada, Joe Taslim, and Lewis Tan. Again, no ill will towards any of those guys. Those guys I will appreciate for life. They are amazing. I will watch anything else that they are in. But all this anger I've got right here, this is all pretty much pointed at Simon McCoy or whatever your goddamn name is, and I don't like to do that. You're probably not a bad dude, but this is a bad movie, and you made it. I'm going to give Mortal Kombat 2 Ice Swords out of 5. 2 Kanos out of 5. And that 2 is for the costume design, it's for the character design, it's for the sets. It looks like Mortal Kombat. Yep, if you'd have shown just pictures of me to that, I'd be like, holy goddamn, that's Mortal Kombat. I'm also giving it 2 for the characters. The characters are at least them. They're the Mortal Kombat characters. Kano made me laugh, and that's one reason it's getting a 2. Kano is entertaining. He's a bad guy, and he did his job. He's a prick, and he made me laugh. Everything else... yeah, you heard it. You heard what I said. Tell me what you thought in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Just tell me your thoughts on this movie. Tell me your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie. What did you think? Am I wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Am I completely in the wrong here? I don't feel it. I took some notes on this, and I really have barely really used my notes for this because it's all in my brain. It's in my heart how I'm feeling about this movie, and it's right there. So tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Facebook, Martial Arts Film Freak, Facebook page over there, Martial Arts Film Freak on Instagram, Tristan_Glover on the Twitters. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.